Everybody, I'm MJ Klein. I know a lot of you guys don't know who I am, but now for you tech heads, we're on the Fuji XS20 with the XF 18 to 55 millimeter Tony 2.8 zoom lens. All right, 4K 24. I want to talk about what happened to Behringer World. It's bad. We've been under attack. AI bots. And it's not as simple as some people think. And I want to address that in just a second because I've been dealing with that too. Let me just put it this way. The raw text, plain text, raw file, access to the site during the month of July is 6 gigabytes. That's right, 6 gigabytes of plain text. That's 24 million entries. 24 million different IPs. Well, a lot of them are the same, but hits. 24 million hits. Now, you may be wondering why. Why do we have so many hits? Well, the thing is, AI now is scraping everybody's bots because they're serving up AI summaries, so these companies like Google don't have to pay people like me who are running ads, because these AI bot summaries keep us all from having to visit the site. That's the problem. Anyway, before our latest takedown, we were burning up around 20 gigabytes of traffic. The site in, let's say 2 months ago, end of May, June-ish, we were averaging about 6,000 unique entities, that is actual human users per day. Pretty good. What happened in July was we started going up higher in bandwidth rapidly, and before I even knew it, we were at 150 gigabytes of traffic. It's not a photography site. It's not like Reddit. There's nothing to look at. It's text, guys. This is bots. Most of you have been very polite and very understanding about this. But let me tell you, after the initial spike went to 150 gigabytes of data, and so, like I said, there's nothing on there. I decided to proxy with Cloudflare. Approximately on the 20th. I'm gonna say July 20th, okay? So just between July 20th and today, and we've been offline for a couple more days because again, we hit the bandwidth limit again. It's over a million hits. So, I've taken all the bad actors. I've got a list of unresolved IPs, and some of them are like 9-10 pages. Some of them are 20,000 pages. The high volume bad actors have been blocked. I appreciate those of you who are patient. Now tomorrow is, as of this video, tomorrow is August 1st, it's going to reset. I've set the site back to 25 gigabytes of internet traffic, of web data, because that should be enough. And I have spent the intervening time adding rules to Cloudflare to block bad actors. That's what I'm doing. Now, as I said, most of you have been really understanding about it, and I appreciate it. You see, I've robbed so much bandwidth from my other sites. My commercial studio site went down, synchronologies.com, which is an amazing site where a historian has synchronized all the world's timelines. It's amazing. And other sites, I robbed access to these sites. See, I have a hosting site. I have so many websites of my own that it only makes sense for me to have my own hosting account. So I can have like 30 sites if I want. And I've got, so much bandwidth I can spread out. And I mean, I gave 160 gigabytes of traffic to Behringer World, and it wasn't enough, but not because of you guys. It's because of these bots. Now, some people, well, let's just say one person in particular, thought he had the answer, and I guess he didn't like the fact that I didn't immediately rush to embrace it. The problem is he made a nice video, which is cool, and I do appreciate it. He made a video about the phone is getting hot. He made a video about how he mitigated bots on his site, and he used the bot management system within the board. These are not known actors. These are unknown actors. These are unresolved IPs. These are known AI bot scrapers. They don't register their user agents. They're not in that list. And I don't know, I just couldn't get him to understand that. And he was pretty impolite about it lately because, lastly, because I was in the middle of mitigating this attack. I'm trying to get it online, and I get this message, and I voice type because I can't stand, so I voice typed the message and sent it, and there was a typo in it, and he replied that I should maybe consider laying off drinking when I reply. Yeah. So anyway, I just typed back. I replied back that you don't know me well enough to insult me, which is absolutely true. Sigma males don't care. That's just how it is. So that person, I understand, has decided to leave the board. So pick up your toys and go home. But I'm doing the best that I can do. And 160 gigabytes of internet traffic, it's not your mama's board, okay? And it's because you guys have contributed so much. And you know who you are, the fantastic users. There's information on that board about things like installing a Dante card internally to a wing rack. Who's doing that? Nobody. So it's you guys. You made the site so valuable. I'm not making any money off of it really, except the Google ads. The Google ads are paying for it. But the thing is, I might have to go up to like a paid tier on Cloudflare, and that's what I'm going to do if that's what it takes. I'm just telling you guys that I'm going to keep the board online as long as I can. I'm not planning on dying anytime soon, and I have provisions for other people to take it over in the case of something like that does happen. Anyway, I just want you all to know that the site going down is not a matter of mere irresponsibility on my part. I've done everything that I can do to increase the bandwidth, but it's being eaten up by bots. And the other thing too is I have another site called livestreaming.technology. It's kind of a niche site for live streamers. We share things like camera information or app information. I'm lucky if I get 2 messages on that site in a month. Okay, it's a very niche kind of site. And it's burning up 20 gigabytes too. And so a lot of the same bad actors are attacking both sites. This is a worldwide problem. I've contacted the owner of the Tascam forum, somebody that I know too, and I'm waiting for a reply from him to see, what kind of mitigation he's been doing and if it's been attacking his site as much. But here's what I am going to do. I'm going to consider, as I said previously, maybe a higher tier Cloudflare protection, but I'm willing to put this thing on its own server, and with a bigger pipe on it, if that's what it takes. So I appreciate you guys not complaining too much about the ads, because the ads do keep it in business. But I'm nobody special. I'm just an engineer. I live in Taiwan, and I do manufacturing here and other things. And I just did it because I could, because I had the hosting site, I realized, I got extra space. Why don't I just register this domain and see what happens? And it was you guys that stepped up, not me. I just made it. You guys are the ones that stepped up and made the site what it is. It might be too valuable now, though. That's the thing. But tomorrow it's going to reset, and hopefully we'll go back, and I'm going to try to continue to be as transparent. If you got any ideas, great. Don't try to insult me. It won't work. So that's it. You guys take care. Fist bump. Bye-bye.